What's going on, guys? Noobs here. So recently, Platinum Games has seemingly been teasing a few more Switch ports, specifically the Bayonetta games and Wonderful 101. This got me thinking, what other games do I want to see come to Switch? Specifically from the GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. I think that's the most plausible kind of time period we could expect. Older, it's too old, you're going to have to do Virtual Console or just ground up remakes. I'm not one of these port haters. I'm all for the more games, the better, especially on Switch. I just love the portability of the system. So I'm happy to see my old favorites come to the system, provided ports and remakes aren't taking up, Nintendo's best teams, that these kind of projects are getting farmed out. I am all for it. And I'm also going to be super selfish with this, super greedy. Nintendo doesn't tend to do a lot of compilation packs, but I'm all for them. So let's hope. Now, first and foremost, I thought of Star Fox Zero. We're already talking about Platinum Games. Look, fix that game up, make it make it so I actually want to play it, get rid of the motion controls, get rid of the weird second screen stuff, and I'm there. Maybe I'll finally play it. Next, I started thinking, what Nintendo franchises could we pull from? Obviously Mario. Which Mario games? I thought maybe a Galaxy combo pack, 3D Land 3D World combo pack, maybe the new Super Mario Brothers like Quadrilogy plus Luigi pack. No, you know what we need? Sunshine. They're bringing that style of game back with Odyssey, so we might as well get Sunshine. That is definitely a game that people maybe weren't such big fans of originally, but have come around on. I think with a bit of tweaking, that could be a real nice throwback to see. I should also shout out here Mario Maker. Look, I think it's time for a sequel. That's what I'd much rather have, but if it's the only way to get more Mario Maker, I will absolutely take another port of that game. And of course, going for Mario, next thought is obviously Zelda. And it's like, well, do we really need Wind Waker and Twilight Princess again? Like, there's so many ways to play those games already. I'm satisfied. Ocarina Majora's Mask 3D getting a combo pack. I don't think people would be satisfied with the graphics there. Skyward Sword, though, that game desperately needs some help. Maybe I'd finally finish it if they fixed up a few of the game's many problems. Look, I'd be happy if Nintendo just kind of took Breath of the Wild as a clean break and kind of left some of those old games alone for a while. But if they're going to do a Zelda game, to me it's got to be Skyward Sword. But they're going to have to put in the effort to fix a lot of it, and I don't just mean the controls. Next up, it's no secret that I love the Donkey Kong Country games, and specifically, I'm thinking, look, Returns was great on Wii, except the controls were weird, then they ported it to 3DS, they fixed the controls, but then it had some technical limitations, right? And then Tropical Freeze on Wii U was amazing, but not enough people got to play it because it was on Wii U. Put those together in a combo pack, you've got the ultimate for me personally. I would love to see that with just, perfecting the controls, maybe tweaking the difficulty, basically bringing in what they did with the 3DS version. And man, you got me. You got me. That's a sale right there. Next up, the Pikmin trilogy. Pikmin 3 is another Wii U game that deserves more. And the first two Pikmin games, look, I didn't bother buying them with the new play control. So I'm personally ready to replay those games. Love to see those on my Switch. Come on, Nintendo, help me out. All right, next up is another trilogy port, Metroid Prime. Now, this is one that I don't super need personally, just because there are a lot of ways to play these games already between GameCube, Wii, and the trilogy was even one you could download on your Wii U. So I don't super need this, but I'm thinking Prime 4 is probably so far away. I know they've said 2018, but we'll see. I'm thinking they could just build some hype by bringing over the trilogy. That would be great. All right, next up, and I'm cheating here because this is supposed to be GameCube, Wii, and Wii U games on this list, but one of these is a 3DS game. Luigi's Mansion Combo Pack. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon proved that there's actually a surprising amount of nostalgia for Luigi's Mansion. I think the original game should totally come back. People will love to play that again. And Dark Moon was awesome too, so might as well put them together. Next one, yeah, I'm cheating here again because one of these games wasn't even on a Nintendo platform. But the Time Splitters trilogy needs a combo port. Come on, guys. Look, I don't even know what's happened to the Time Splitters rights at this point, but look, these games to me are just like the pinnacle of FPSs. I love the Rare and later Free Radical style of FPSs, and look, they don't get better than these games. So like, whatever rights need to get figured out, figure them out. Get me that trilogy combo. Next up is probably the one I personally want the absolute most. FZero GX. First and foremost, because we haven't seen FZero in forever, and it's probably the only hope we have of getting any more FZero would be a port. Look, and frankly, even if they did make a new FZero game, let's be real, they'd probably, shoehorn in some obnoxious Star Fox style gimmick. I don't want that. I want the purity of FZero GX, and there's just little things they can do that would improve that already amazing game so much, right? Like make the AX stuff more easily available in the game, and just tweak the difficulty, either add an easier mode or just make everything a little easier or whatever. And you've got yourself an incredible game with an insane amount of content right there. That is absolutely the game I want to see the most. Next up, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Now, why this Paper Mario game specifically? I'll tell you, because this is the last time Paper Mario games were good. We need to show the kids these days what Paper Mario used to be like, and why not get them with the best of the whole bunch. So Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, bring it back. All right, next up, this is a game that is totally just for me, Eternal Darkness. Look, one of my absolute favorite GameCube games. GameCube is still the only way to play that game. I think with just a bit of a graphical enhancement and maybe a bit of a controls tweak, that game could still be so good. Man, just bring it. I would absolutely pay full price again for that game. So help me out, Nintendo. All right, next up. This game wasn't even released, but it was a Wii game. The Rogue Squadron trilogy that Factor 5 apparently basically completed, and then it never came out. Look, I love those old Rogue Squadron games, and I think they deserve some more love. They are already graphically so impressive. I'm not sure that they could do everything they wanted to do in the Wii game, because there, I think, was a bunch of motion control stuff in there, but still, come on, help me out. I know the Star Wars rights and Factor 5, all this stuff is very unlikely to happen, just with all the rights issues and the undead status of Factor 5, but come on. And then, last but certainly not least, in fact, the most obvious choice of all, Super Smash Bros., specifically the Wii U and 3DS games. Look, it really doesn't even need to be said, because I'm pretty sure Nintendo's already working on this. All you need to do is roll together the Wii U and 3DS content plus all the DLC. It would already feel like a new game to me, because there was so much DLC for that game that I never bought. Again, I feel like I'm wasting my time because Nintendo's already working on this. It's almost guaranteed, I think. Look, I could do this all day. There are so many games from the GameCube, Wii, and Wii U that I would love to see come to Switch. Even ones that I don't personally feel like I need to buy again. I think they just deserve it. Nevertheless, these are the ones that I just personally want to see the most. Came off the top of my head. So let me know what you guys think. What games would you like to see ported to Switch? And are you even in favor of more ports on Switch, more deluxe versions? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.